Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone, and good morning. My name is Putri binti Muhammad Raizal, metric number A24FM0145. In this presentation, I would like to talk about the high turnover rates among Gen Z employees. I will cover the topic by explaining the current situation, the main causes, the effects on organizations, and finally some possible solutions. I will also present why this issue matters and how companies can respond effectively. High turnover rates among Gen Z employees has become a serious issue in many organizations. Gen Z, who were born between the late 19s and early 2010s, value flexibility, meaningful work, and mental health support. However, many of them leave their jobs within a short period of time, which disrupts workplace stability. Research shows that more than half of Gen Z employees treat jobs as short-term situationships. In fact, many of them drop out within 2 years of being hired. This creates several problems such as it increases recruitment and training costs, it prevents young employees from building stable careers, and it also weakens long-term workplace culture. The main causes of this high turnover are two things. First, a strong demand for flexibility in work schedules, locations, and roles. Second, a lack of workplace support for mental health and well-being. Gen Z employees want flexibility and balance, but when workplaces remain rigid and stressful, they often choose to leave. These issues lead to significant consequences for organizations. First, recruitment and training costs rise because companies need to keep hiring replacement. Second, skill fragmentation happens. Job hopping creates employees with wide but shallow experience, making it difficult for organizations to develop deep expertise and loyalty. Let's look deeper into the causes. Gen Z strongly prefers flexible hour, hybrid or remote work, and a healthy work-life balance. However, many workplaces lack proper mental health support. This mismatch causes stress, dissatisfaction, and eventually resignations. One possible solution is to offer flexible work arrangements, for example, hybrid or remote options and flexible entry and exit time. The advantage is that employees will have better satisfactions and balance, which improve retention. However, the disadvantage is that it becomes harder to monitor teamwork and collaborations. Another solution is to provide well-being and career support. This can include mentorship programs, counseling services, and clear career growth pathways. The advantage is that it reduces stress, prevents burnout, and makes employees feel valued. The disadvantage is that this requires long-term investment and may increase organizational costs. I have come to the end of my presentation. I have finished explaining about the main causes of Gen Z turnover, which are the demand for flexibility and the lack of workplace support for mental health. I also discussed the effects such as higher organizational costs and unstable career growth, as well as possible solutions like flexible work arrangements and well-being support. This is all I have to say about my topic. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum.